Good morning, students. Our today's topic is Bartholin's gland and its disease conditions. Under this heading, we have to discuss three small topics: Bartholin's cyst, Bartholinitis, and Bartholin's abscess. In previous question papers, we can see questions regarding Bartholin's cyst and Bartholinitis. Before going to discuss the topic, let us have a small review about what is this Bartholin's gland. What is Bartholin's gland? Bartholin glands are two small glands, P-shaped two small glands located on either side of the vaginal opening, posterior to vaginal opening at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock position. So the position of the Bartholin's glands are slightly posterior to the left and right of vaginal orifice. Two Bartholin's glands, one at 5 o'clock position and the other at 7 o'clock position on both sides. And the function of Bartholin glands is to secrete mucus to lubricate vagina. So normally it is not palpable. We cannot palpable Bartholin's gland in a healthy woman, but when it is enlarged, we can easily palpate this Bartholin's glands. Normally, it is P-shaped and about 1 centimeter in diameter, and both Bartholin gland has a duct which measures 2 centimeter and is open near the vaginal orifice. Next, let us see what is Bartholin cyst. We can see a picture of a left-sided Bartholin cyst, a considerably enlarged Bartholin cyst. So, how this Bartholin cyst is formed? Bartholin cyst is formed when the Bartholin duct is blocked either by inflammation or by inspissated secretion. After an inflammation or after an infection, Bartholin's duct may be blocked. That will lead to the formation of a Bartholin cyst. It appears as a swelling on one side of the vagina. Actually, we can palpate the Bartholin cyst on labia majora, junction of anterior 2/3 and posterior 1/3 of labia majora. Regarding the clinical features, in small Bartholin cyst, it remains asymptomatic, or we cannot see or we cannot palpate when there is a small Bartholin cyst. Then if it becomes large as size of an egg, then we can it is visible and we can palpate that Bartholin cyst, and this condition it causes local discomfort and dyspareunia. On examination, we can see a unilateral swelling on the posterior half of labia majora. It is a clinical diagnosis by the clinical signs and symptoms, and by clinical examination we can make a diagnosis very easily. And the appearance of vulval cleft is S-shaped due to the medial projection of this Bartholin cyst. In the picture, we can see the S-shaped valvular cleft due to the medial projection of Bartholin cyst. Usually the cyst is non-tender. In allopathic modes of treatment, it is considered as a surgical condition, and there are two methods of surgical treatment. One is excision and the second one is marsupialization. Then excision means a partial or complete surgical removal of the cyst. We can remove the cyst, or we can remove the Bartholin's gland completely or partially by a surgical method, and that method is called excision. In this newer technique, marsupialization technique, the Bartholin gland is not removed. Instead, an opening is made on Bartholin cyst, and it is sutured. The edges are sutured, thereby forming a permanent pocket or pouch that allowing continued drainage. So it is a new method and it has some advantages. It is simpler than excision. It can be done under local anesthesia, and it needs only shorter hospital stay. Our most important feature of this marsupialization is function of the gland remains intact. Or so after excision or after the removal of the Bartholin glands, the function of the Bartholin gland lost. In marsupialization, we are not removing the Bartholin's gland, so the function of the Bartholin gland is not lost. The next condition is Bartholinitis. Bartholinitis means the infection of Bartholin's glands. It is mainly due to gonococcus. One of the main feature of gonorrhea is inflammation of Bartholin's glands. While discussing gonorrhea, we have seen that in gonorrheal infection there will be inflammation of Bartholin's gland. So gonococcal infection causes Bartholinitis. Other organisms which are responsible for this Bartholinitis are E. coli, Streptococcus, Staphylococcus, Chlamydia, etc. All these organisms causes Bartholinitis. And here the main symptom is pain and discomfort. There will be local pain and discomfort. Sometimes the pain will be very severe and patient cannot walk or sitting, and tenderness, induration of the gland may be present. And what is the fate of this Bartholinitis, or what is the result of acute Bartholinitis? It may either end, there will be complete resolution, either there will be complete resolution or there will be recurrent Bartholinitis. After acute Bartholinitis, there will be chance of recurrent Bartholinitis, or this acute Bartholinitis may leads to the formation of abscess, Bartholin's abscess, or in some condition it may form cyst, Bartholin cyst. These four are the after effects of acute Bartholinitis. There will be either complete resolution or recurrence or abscess formation or cyst formation. Next is Bartholin's abscess. What are the main features of Bartholin's abscess? We have seen that acute Bartholinitis may end as Bartholin's abscess. It is mainly seen in gonococcal Bartholinitis. Similar to acute Bartholinitis, there will be pain and discomfort. The pain and discomfort is more severe. Patient cannot walk, cannot sit. There will be severe discomfort. There will be fever associated with this condition, and sometimes abscess may burst through lower vaginal wall. Bartholin's abscess is an acute severe condition and it needs immediate treatment, medication or other treatment. And management includes complete rest and control of pain. You can control the pain by giving painkillers or analgesics, and advising daily sitz bath. You can see the picture of a sitz bath. Then abscess should be drained as early as possible, otherwise it may burst. We can give medicines for all these conditions. Sometimes we can very successfully treated these conditions by homeopathic medicine, and if our Bartholin's abscess are not controlled by medical measures, it is better to advise for excision. What are the medicines in Kendrapatri? The rubric is female genitalia, tumors, vagina, cyst. There are 4 medicine under this rubric: Lycopodium, Pulsatilla, Rhododendron and Silicea. There is no word as Bartholin's in Kendrapatri or Bartholin cyst, so we can use this rubric for Bartholin cyst. Genitalia, tumors, vaginal cyst. 3-mark remedy is Silicea, Lycopodium and Pulsatilla are 2-mark remedies. In synthesis repertory also the same rubric, and one more addition in synthesis repertory, Thuja is added in synthesis repertory. So 5 remedies for Bartholin cyst in synthesis repertory. One of the previously asked question is, give a short note about Bartholin cyst and give the indication of Silicea. So many students asked about how can we write the indication of a medicine in a particular condition. Let us see the indication of Silicea in Bartholin cyst. How can we write the indication of Silicea in Bartholin cyst? While writing the indication of a particular medicine in a particular condition, first we have to write the particular symptoms of that medicine in that particular condition. In Boric Materia Medica or in Allen's keynote, there is some description about this particular condition under this medicine. So first we have to write that symptom. Then we can write the other female symptoms of that medicine, female complaints of that medicine, and then we can write the most important general features of that medicine. This is the one method of writing indication of a medicine in a particular condition. So it includes mainly three headings or three subtopics. One, the characteristic symptoms of that medicine in that particular condition, and general female symptoms of that medicine, and the most important general features of that medicine. See the example of Silicea, the indication of Silicea in Bartholin cyst. So we have seen that only 4 medicines are there in Kent's repertory for this particular condition, Bartholin cyst. 2 of them are Pulsatilla and Silicea, and Silicea is the chronic of Pulsatilla. So we can consider this Silicea as a medicine for Bartholin cyst, or we can give Silicea after Pulsatilla. If we give Pulsatilla for Bartholin cyst, sometimes this medicine is needed to complete the cure, because Silicea is the chronic of Pulsatilla. And what are the indications of Silicea, or what is the pathology of Silicea? There is more affinity towards any gland. Silicea have more affinity towards glands. Inflammation, swelling and suppression of glands. Inflammation, swelling and suppression of glands are the characteristic feature of Silicea. So it is also indicating vaginal cyst, abscess of labia. Silicea is also indicating hard tumors. It is a good medicine for hard tumors. Physical level, there will be hard tumors. In mental plane also, the patient is obstinate with fixed ideas. Then it is one of the trio of abscess remedies. Others are Heparsulf and Maxol. So it is a very wonderful remedy for pus formation, to prevent pus formation, to reopen an abscess. It is a very good medicine for all kinds of abscesses. It reabsorbs fibrotic condition and scar tissue. These are the pathological symptoms of Silicea in this particular condition. So Silicea is a good medicine for disease of any glands, especially inflammation, swelling and suppression of glands. It is a good remedy for vaginal cyst and abscess of labia. It is a medicine for hard tumors, similar to its mental picture. It is one of a trio of abscess remedy. It reabsorbs fibrotic condition and scar tissue. Now regarding the general female symptoms of Silicea, it is indicated in milky acrid leukorrhea. There will be bleeding in between periods. There will be bleeding from vagina when child is nursed. And there will be paroxysm of icy coldness of all body. Silicea is a very chilly patient, and there is a feeling of icy coldness of all body associated with all complaints, especially female complaints. And it is a good medicine for bad effects of vaccination, suppressed foot sweat. So if we can trace a history of bad effects of vaccination or suppressed foot sweat, that will lead to the development of this Bartholin cyst. In such condition also we can consider Silicea as a good medicine. And regarding the mental picture of Silicea, we have seen that it is the chronic of Pulsatilla. Mentally it is very similar to Pulsatilla, the yielding disposition, mild, reserved type. At the same time it is obstinate, sensitive to all impressions. And one of the main feature of mental symptoms of cilicia described in many Media is fear of pins, fear of sharp objects. Then patient is very chilly. These are the general symptoms of cilicia. Then what is the indication of pulsatilla in Bartholin cyst? Pulsatilla is also a good medicine for Bartholin cyst. So pulsatilla is a medicine for gonorrhea. It can be given in the late stage of gonorrhea or the after effects of gonorrhea like stricture, cyst formation. So we can consider pulsatilla in every Bartholin cyst if it is formed after gonorrhea or Bartholin's gland is blocked or there will be stricture formation after gonorrhea. Then cystic swelling, stase. One of the other symptom of pulsatilla is recurrent stase. It is also a cystic swelling. Ill effects of suppression of blockage of discharges. When there will be a suppression of discharges, that will leads to the pathology of pulsatilla. These are the pathology of pulsatilla in this particular condition. In late stage of gonorrhea, in stricture formation, ill effects of suppression of discharges, cystic swelling, vaginal cyst, and sometimes there will be stase in eyes also. And the stye formation in eyes is especially aggravation from fat food and oily food. Then mucus discharge of pulsatilla are bland, thick and yellowish. This is very important. Thick and yellowish mucus discharge is characteristic feature of pulsatilla. Regarding the menstrual symptoms, it is mainly indicated in amenorrhea or menses is scanty or late menses. Dark clotted blood, another feature of pulsatilla. Changeability, another main feature of pulsatilla. We can see the changeability in all conditions, and mentally we know that pulsatilla is mild, gentle with a weeping disposition. The most important symptom of pulsatilla is mental picture or mental disposition, and physical symptoms are thirstless, hot patient, always want apnea. Pulsatilla is thirstless, hot and want apnea. These are the symptoms of pulsatilla in Bartholin cyst, symptoms of pulsatilla in female genital organ, and the main general symptoms of pulsatilla. We have seen that in repertory there is only 4 or 5 medicines under this rubric: genitalia, female, tumor, cyst, vagina. But we can consider many other remedies also for this condition. Clinically, we are getting very good result from medicines like Calcarea fluor, Calcarea sulf, Carba animalis, Clematis recta, Conium mac, Merc ide, Acid nitricum, Phytolacca, Staphysagra, Madorinum. All these medicines are giving good result for this particular condition. So in order to get a idea about a wide range of medicine, we have to consider other rubrics also. So we can consider the rubric generalities: inflammation glands, induration glands, swelling glands. When we take such rubrics, we will get a very large number of medicines, and after combining these rubrics with the symptoms of patient, general symptoms of the patient, other female sexual symptoms of the patient, along with the swelling of the glands, so we will get a broad range of medicines. Our selection will be wide, and we will get more result. Let us summarize what we have discussed today. Bartholin's glands are two small glands located on either side of the vaginal orifice at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock position. The function of the Bartholin gland is mucus secretion. Then one of the main conditions, clinical conditions of Bartholin gland is Bartholin cyst. Bartholin cyst is formed when Bartholin duct is blocked either by inflammation or by inspissated secretion. The signs and symptoms of Bartholin cyst is, it is asymptomatic when the cystic swelling is small, and when the size of Bartholin cyst enlarges up to a hen's egg size, it will produce as local discomfort and dyspareunia. There will be no pain. And regarding the surgical treatment, there are two methods, excision and marsupialization. Excision is the traditional method. It is the complete removal of the cyst or Bartholin's gland, and marsupialization is a newer surgical technique. In marsupialization, the opening of the Bartholin cyst is made and then suturing the edges, then forming a permanent open pocket and preserving the Bartholin's gland. So main advantage of this marsupialization is function of the Bartholin gland remains intact. It needs a shorter hospital stay and it is simpler than traditional excision method. The next condition is Bartholinitis. It is the inflammation of Bartholin's gland. It is an acute condition mainly due to gonococcal infection. Other organisms responsible are E. coli, Streptococcus, Staphylococcus and Chlamydia. And the main characteristic feature of Bartholinitis is the intense pain and discomfort. There will be tenderness on examination. The end result of Bartholinitis is there will be either complete resolution, or there will be a recurrence of this Bartholinitis, or it may result in abscess formation, or it may result in cyst formation, Bartholin cyst formation. Regarding Bartholin's abscess, it is mainly due to after the gonococcal Bartholinitis. Similar to Bartholinitis, there will be severe pain and discomfort. There will be fever, patient cannot walk or switch. Sometimes this Bartholin's abscess may rupture through the lower vaginal wall if it is not treated at the proper time. And management of Bartholin's abscess include rest, pain control by analgesics and daily 6 baths. Abscess should be drained at the earliest. Regarding the rubrics, female genitalia, tumors, vagina, cyst, and under this rubric only 4 medicines in Kendrapatri and 5 medicines in synthesis. The main medicines are Cilicia and Pulsatilla. So in order to get other medicines, we have to consider rubrics like inflammation glands, swelling glands, induration glands, along with the general symptoms of the patient and the female sexual symptoms of the patient, so that we will get a wide range of medicine. Thank you.